Simon, Nick, thanks. Trudy McIntosh is at Liberal HQ with Liberal frontbencher Jane Hume. Trudy.
Yeah, Kieran, it's a rowdy bunch here at the Frankston Football Club. There's a sea of volunteers, as you can see behind me, but is this rowdy crowd actually going to match the result on the ground? Do the Liberals actually get a big enough swing here to win this seat and flip this crucial by-election? I'll bring in Jane Hume now, the Victorian Liberal Senator, the Shadow Finance Minister. You've been on the booths, you've been speaking to voters today. What's the mood out there and can you win?
Yeah, look, it's been a really positive feeling out there on the booths today. So different from the 2022 election, so different, completely different from the Aston by-election. There's a lot of anger out there, there's a lot of frustration. You can feel it, particularly in those mortgage belt areas where the mortgage rates have gone up, their interest rates have gone up, but also the cost of groceries, the cost of petrol. There's a lot of fury about Labor's car tax. It's going to affect the cost of utes and family SUVs because there's a lot of young families in this area and a lot of tradies too. So there were people coming in with very different issues, but what was consistent was the number of people that took Nathan's card and Nathan's card only. He's a really good candidate, he's very well known, and they know that he's been delivering for Frankston. Let's hope he can deliver for Dunkley.
Well, putting all of that together then, do you think you can realistically win this seat tonight?
Well, it's a big ask, and I know we keep saying this, but 6.3% would be almost unheard of in a by-election. I mean, if you won a general election by 3%, that would be considered a landslide. So I think that we're going to make a dent today. You get that sense on the booths that, you know, people want to send Labor a message. Whether we get there in the end, well, we can cross our fingers, but you can see from this room, you know, there's a lot of really happy, very positive volunteers that know that they've done the hard work to get to where we are tonight, and we had a great candidate to do it with.
Well, on sending that message, what message will you and the Liberals take if you don't win tonight?
Well, I think that maybe asking us to actually get across the line is a very big ask. What we will take out of it, though, is that when we all work together, when we've got a positive campaign, when we've got a great candidate, when we get out there and do the hard yards, we can actually make a real dent to Labor's majority. Labor should be watching their backs, you know. They're not that far away from minority government as it is. Quite frankly, even a little bit of a move of the dial tonight would be a big scare for Labor.
Jane Hume, thanks for your time. Well, Kieran, one MP I was speaking to here, Liberal, telling me that a big factor they didn't see this time compared to 2022 is people coming up and complaining about the leader, either Albo or Peter Dutton. That was not the case in 2022 when there was a lot of people complaining about Scott Morrison as they were heading into vote.